Okay, we are back and we are making a hexagon pop-up card or Hexapod card. Okay, as usual, the pink is your patterned or coloured paper. The white is your construction pieces. I'm just laying these over so that it gives me an idea of where I'm putting things. I'm probably not going to use images from Design Space. I have an idea of what images I want to use. I'm just going to grab some images. Let's go for, I don't know, birds, because I think that's what I'm going to be using on mine anyway, but I'm getting my images from somewhere else. So we're going to use birds, I think, as my images. I'll just use these as examples for now. I'm just going to make these smaller. If you hear snoring, that is one of my dogs. I'm never alone in here. Now I'm just sizing these so that I know that I'm going to have about this much space. So about half an inch from the ends, about half an inch. And I'm going to put them in. These are going to attach inside. So if you do print and cut, make sure you use quite decent weight paper. Or if you're going to use a lightweight paper to print and cut, depending on your printer. Oh, I've forgotten words again. Maybe to kind of offset the same shape of the stronger card to put on the back, because these are not going to have any support. And then I've got these here as, hold on, we bring these to the front. And this one. Quickly bring this to the front. So I have these here as like my sentiment piece, but you don't have to use these. You don't have to use these. I actually don't know if I'm going to use them myself. To be fair, I might just delete these and you can add your own piece so you can sort of get an idea. So you can have one at the top and one at the bottom. I might, depending on what my final design is going to be, I might put something in the middle. So I would just have a white piece in here in the middle. I would get rid of the coloured background. But obviously you can put them wherever. So you've got spaces top and bottom to put your sentiment pieces. You won't see these legs. And like this bird, you'd have to hang from like the wing. But when we go to constructing it, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, I've put this in here. You can use them if you want to. You put one top and bottom. So like happy birthday, mum, dad, sister, friend. Or I might do something in the middle. It just depends on what my final actual design is going to look like. I was just sort of giving you an idea of sizing, of where you want to place your images. I mean, you can also use the outside. You don't have to use these bits. You can also make these step up. So these are an inch high. You could do the next one 1.5 inches or 1.25. So you can have like stadium kind of. I think that's the right word. Yeah, so you'd make the smallest one taller. Okay, now I filmed this yesterday. Filmed assembling this card. Then realised, stopped the filming, then realised I'd done it wrong. So I'm back again. The noise, I'm sorry, in the background is my 3D printer doing something. I don't know what it's doing. And I'm very sorry for the noise. Right, I'm back, so we're going to do this again. Now I've taped all these, burnished the tape on. Just use double-sided tape here because now I won't be able to get this bit off. So getting the backing off is the reason, but I use a tape runner. So we're going to try this again, but actually do it the right way. So once again, score lines are going to match up with the score lines. So if you look here, I'll bring it down. That's going to match up perfectly. So you want to line that up with your score line. And again, yeah, that's right. So I had to think about that for a minute after what I did yesterday. Then we're going to go to the next size up. You can use glue for this. I'm just using tape for purposes of the video so it grabs quick. Usually I would use glue, but because I'm filming I thought I'll use tape, and it's making me take twice as long. Again, bend it out. So we're going up one size with each one. Make sure that's lined up with the top, and it butts right up to the next one. And then for the next size up, I mean, I do make like a prototype of all these cards before I even film, just to make sure that my idea works. So it's not like I don't know how to make the card. For some reason, I just have a brain fart. And I think I've still done something wrong. I have. Let me to be honest, the prototype I made of this card I made a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I know exactly what I've done wrong, and I will show you the correct way on the bottom. I was right the first time and I said I don't think I've done that right. Again. There we go. Right, try again. Third time's a charm, do we think? Oh, we're going to find out. I could never get the backing tape off. Go. Right, now I'm going to try yet again to show you how to put this together. Third time's a charm, and I'm not stopping and restarting the video again. So we're like this, and we're going on the outside. See there? We're on the outside. We're not sticking it to this, we're sticking it to the sides. I mean, it's only taken me 3 goes to get there, but I'll get there. And to be fair, I just don't feel 100%. Has everyone survived the January blues? We're all happy it's February. No, I've just done it again, haven't I? What is wrong with me? So we're going to butt that up to the outside of that one. And then pull this one across and do the same again. There we go. So it should all lie flat. So it doesn't lie flat when you put it together. You've put it together wrong. I don't show the prototype ones I've done because I don't do any decoration. They're made out of sometimes just paper, to be fair. Because I just want to make sure it works. So I'm not going to just there. That is better. So I'm going to get in there with my scoring tool just to push everything down and make sure everything is positioned and attached, because I'm not taking this one apart again. This top part that I've already had to take apart. There we go. When it's assembled correctly, it will lay flat. That's what got me yesterday. It didn't lay flat. Then today, it didn't lay flat. So there's the top view. And now to grab our decoration pieces. Okay, so like the Valentine's card, I haven't used designs from Design Space. These are from the same people from the Valentine's card, Mirami's Small Art. These are from her Fairies in Bloom and Botanica book, I believe. I'll link them. They're available on Amazon. Some water. Okay, now with this, I want this big flower to be at the back. So I might have to cut a bit off of it to make it fit, because I want it to be like right. The card obviously still needs to lay flat and it still needs to be able to stand. I think that's going to work. So we're going to tape this one in. Make sure I've got this the right way up now. I'm going to tape this one in. I might have to trim a bit off in a minute. So I've got a little bit poking out the top. You can't see it, but you can if I tilt it. And then this one I'm going to have to the side, I think, just poking out the bottom there. And obviously you can add more, you can add things up here, you can layer it. I might even add some more, but just to give you an idea of how. There, and then I think I'm going to put her there, so it gives like that 3D effect. And I've just ripped this one. I placed my flowers onto some card. Yep, I need to trim that just to make them a bit more sturdy. I'll put a bit of glue in there as well, because and then cut round them just to give it a bit more, oh no, a bit more tilted, I think. No, it's not being tilted, it's stuck. And And I'm going to trim this little bit off the top. I might add some more flowers, but not on camera because you don't need to see me adding a load of flowers. I'm probably going to put something up here, but I don't actually know what the purpose of this card is for yet, so I haven't added a sentiment deliberately because I don't know who I'm giving this card to and why, as in if it's a birthday, if it's just because. And there we go. So obviously you can hang more through here. I just haven't got any more cut at the moment because I wanted to get this card done and the video finished, so I just need to photograph it. I bring my camera up a bit, bring this into the light so you can see the 3D effect. You'll see it more in photos. Look down from the top, and I think I'm going to pop some more leaves and things coming down from the top, and maybe a couple coming up from the bottom. I'm not 100% sure yet. I just know I wanted it to look like she was walking in. Sorry, I keep messing up the but yeah, I'm going to add some more bits to it. I'm going to take some pictures which I'll pop on at the end of the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.